Hey traders, John Howell here. Yesterday I did a video, and when the futures market opened up, it opened up down the bottom right here. If I bring up my 15-minute chart, they're looking at the E-mini S&P 5 or the ES futures market, and as the market was down here, I said I'm expecting this market to rally up and fill the gap and then have a complete reversal. Let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video, because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, so I just want to give you guys a bit of an update on the video that I did yesterday, because some people didn't really the video that I did yesterday, basically it said this. It said when the market opened up, and I did a video saying that we're probably going to rally up and fill this gap, but then we're probably going to reverse down because we're in a big downtrend. If we go to the we're looking at the hourly chart now of the S&P 500. You can see what happened here. It rallied up, and then it's actually now completely just actually selling off through here. We've got the ES selling off. So if we go down to, if we have a look at the daily charts now, I was saying that I'm expecting the S&P 500 to possibly get down to even down towards the 4,240 mark. And this has actually worked out exactly the way that I saw happening in yesterday's video. I gave you guys an update from that. And oh, by the way, traders, I'm actually giving away free access to my entire Master Trader collection. There's over 20 hours of some of the most powerful foundations, chart reading, advanced chart reading, trading systems, mindset in there. And I'm actually giving away free access today. If you go to Johns, Johns, free gift, you actually can get free access to that. So go if you need help, guys. Again, it's free. You can actually get free access to it right now. So go to John's free gift, or there should be a link in the description there down below. So go get access to that, guys, and get the help you need if you are not doing well out of the markets. And on that topic, guys, if you are not doing well out of the markets, firstly, just stop trading for a bit. Secondly, just realize that you can do this. Okay, I know initially if you're trading for a few years, my first 4 or 5 years, I lost $250,000 trading the markets. And I was about to quit. Now I'm here 17 years later, still trading really, really well. So there are things that you can do to start really, really moving forward, and that's the reason why I've put this Master Trader collection together for you. And again, I'm going to give you free access to that. Okay, so please just don't quit. Step back, reassess, think, ask what can you do better and where you're going wrong. Okay, be accountable. But you can, okay? The light at the end of the tunnel is really, really, really amazing. It really is for you. And the thing is, like, some people ask me, said, John, your first 4 to 5 years, you lost $250,000 trading the markets. I'm like, yeah, that's what happened. Most of that actually wasn't my money. it was hard, right? But people say, John, why didn't you quit? Well, the thing is this, is that I barely finished school. I don't have a uni degree. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, right? When it comes to, like, I'm getting a lot better now, over the years, since I'm actually, enjoying reading and so on and so forth. But the thing is that my plan, my backup plan was to go dig holes for a living, be a laborer, because that's all I could do is laboring and washing cars for a living. So I had I could either stick with this and make it work, even if it took me 20 years to get there. Or even 10 years to get there, then that plan is better than digging holes for the next 40, 50 years. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I didn't quit. So, but at the time it was hard on my wife and so on and so forth. So looking at the NQ as well too, NQ is down now, breaking below. I was saying in a video, I'm expecting once again, looking at this hourly chart, you can see here I'm expecting this rally up, and then we're actually now breaking well below that support level there. So I'm expecting the markets there's gonna be a lot of blood in the streets. There's going to be a lot of blood in the streets, and I've been doing a few videos last week saying get ready for this, because I'm expecting a capitulation move in the markets because of where we are right now. So we are getting ready for again, when we do get capitulation, like a very sharp move down, and it's gonna be a big move. I believe we're getting towards the bottom of the markets. See, that's the flip side of it. Firstly, I'm actually short a few stocks right now. and I've been enjoying this ride down. And so, but I do see traders. Okay, I do see that once we do finish this capitulation move on the downside on the big macro cycle, all right, the big news type thing. We are not at the top here. Okay, short term, what I'm talking about right here, right now, is the short term technical analysis I'm looking at here. But when we're looking at the big picture here, people say, "Oh my goodness, John, if we go to war, then the war, if we go to war, or if we raise interest rates, or the debt ceiling, and all this sort of stuff, right? What you want to do always is stress test that thought." Okay, let's actually take those thoughts one by one. Okay, cool. Let's take war, for example. Okay, war. If we go to war, oh my goodness, it's going to crash the market. Who actually said that? Is that your fear speaking, or is that actually the truth speaking? Right? Because the only way for us to move forward, right, there's a saying out there: the truth will set you free, but first it'll piss you off. And tell you what, my last 17 years, there's been a few times that I've been really pissed off at myself, right? At myself. So I want you to please, if you actually want to move forward in life, right, we need to see things as they are. We need to see the reality of the situation. Not because if we see the reality of the situation, we can prepare for it and do really well. That's what I want for you guys. I want you to do really, really, really well. Back when we had the Rona crash, right? Back here when we had this crash here, I was telling all my private clients, as we started to get down to here, that I am buying the hell out of this market right now, because we are getting ready for one big bounce. And I bought the market. I bought this S&P 500. I bought some really good quality stocks like Apple at the time as well too. So if I go to Apple here, right here, I actually bought Apple. And the reason why I bought Apple was why? It was actually on this day right here. It was actually a fluke. This day when the market broke down and we had this reversal, we had this sort of reversal candlestick and we've been coming down. I'm like, okay, well, we're getting very, very close. Plus also we were at, let me just show you this here. We were at some really longer term support levels. So I was using support levels as well too. Like, look, see that through there? There was that long-term support level. Then we got this reversal bar here as well too. There was a bit of a support level there as well too. So if I use that, see that? Actually, it was probably a bit higher than that. There we go there, right? See that major support resistance level? So that bar right there, that was a major sort of X marks the spot type of thing. That's the reason why I bought Apple. And then, yeah, just I made a lot of money out of Apple, out of that. But the purpose of me telling you this, guys, is that I want you to stress test your thoughts around this. Okay, question it. Because if you actually go back and look what actually happens to the market, to the stock market when we do go to war, right? And you'll notice that it's actually bullish. A lot of the stuff is opposite to what you think is the case, right? If the interest rates rise, then it's going to crash the market. No. In fact, when they start to raise interest rates, we're roughly around 12 months, on average, 12 to 16 months from the top. But initially, depending on how fast they raise the rates, right? So, but now if they start to raise the rates really, really quickly, then yeah, we're going to do that, right? But on average, when we start to raise interest rates, if we start to see consecutive raising of interest rates right now, then it's probably going to be next year that we're going to see that complete bear market, okay? Right now, people are freaking out, and it's important that you look at the market for what is really happening, and just see what, and then make really good decisions from that there. And that's where traders, for me, when I'm trading the markets, I don't trade news. I simply trade the markets, right? I trade the patterns, I trade the charts. I'll just share with you a trade that I took. Let me just share this trade here. This was a trade that, let me just show this here, right? So this here was a trade. This was a trade that I took yesterday, actually, on the futures and the Forex market. This is the AUD USD, right? And most of you traders actually know how I trade. And if you don't, then it's really, really, really simple. Again, when you start to get access to the master trade, I'll teach you a lot of the stuff that do. But most of you guys know, right? Look at this here, right? Look at this beautiful breakaway bar right here, right? This is the AUD USD once again, and it was just such a beautiful look at that beautiful breakaway bar after going sideways for a while. And then look at that beautiful run up. And then obviously that line there was a significant resistance. So I was moving my stop up really, really closely. And then I got stopped out. And then I took the screenshot and sent it to my private clients. Oh, by the way, if you're interested in becoming a private client, just email me. And if you go to the About Us tab, or just email me at Howell, my last name, HOWELL, trader, howtrader@gmail.com. And I'll be happy to help you out if you want to become a private client of mine. But the whole thing is that there are trades everywhere, traders. Okay, there are trades everywhere. Once you know how to trade the market, and you really know how to trade the market. See, I'm not a stock market trader. I trade the stock market. I'm actually short a few stocks right now, and I'm enjoying the ride down. Right? I'm an actual. I'm a trader of all markets, because the way that I trade, I can apply this to any market out there. Right? I've made some really good money on Bitcoin, the crypto markets and the Forex markets and so on and so forth. But the purpose of me saying this, guys, is that I'm seeing a lot of big mistakes when it comes to people's trading right now, is that they're applying their thoughts of the headlines. See the headline of what the headline's saying, then they're applying their thought of how that's going to affect the market, because everyone else is saying that. Therefore, they're going with the narrative, right? You never want to go with the narrative. You always want to go against the narrative. And it's always, it's right now when most people are freaking out and fearful out. Yes, we're probably likely to continue down. It's probably going to be another blood in the streets moving forward this week. We're probably going to get more movement on the downside. And most people are seeing this head and shoulder formation. Yes, everyone's seeing the head and shoulder formation. Guess what? When everyone sees a pattern in the market knows it, and therefore it's going to fake you out big time. Let me give you an example here. There was a rising wedge. Look at this here, right? What is this here? Right, what is that through there? That's a rising wedge, right? Oh my goodness, John, you don't understand. Oh, here we go. The crash is going to happen. Wrong one. Rising wedge, right? Here we go. Rising wedge. The market's come out. It's going to crash. Oh my goodness, it's going to crash. Right? Who was talking about this rising wedge? Oh my goodness, everyone was talking about it. So what was I doing? I was looking for a bounce. So what did I do? See this day right here? I actually bought that day. I didn't buy it here. I'm not a narcissist. Right? But it was actually on this day. That's actually the hourly chart through there. So let me just bring this down through there here. It was on this day right here. So as I saw this pullback, now remember guys, this here was that rising wedge, that big rising wedge. When they broke out, most people saying, here we go, rising wedge. That means rising wedge. It's got to be break to the downside. When it breaks to the downside, it's not going to be good. And here we go, right? Because I saw that everyone was talking about that, I'm like, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. Because the narrative of the market is not when we see big crashes in the markets, it doesn't come from everyone saying the market's going to crash. That just doesn't happen. When we do see big topping and big crashes in the markets, we see the narrative of this is going, like Bitcoin last year. Bitcoin's going to go to 100,000 this year, stuff like that. So this day right here, I actually bought the S&P 500. Right, and then I wrote it up, and it was just a beautiful, beautiful trade. So as most people think if the market's going to crash, I was looking to buy the market through there. So please, guys, don't be thinking about the narrative of don't be getting sucked into what people say. Stress test their thoughts, okay? Stress test their thoughts. If you think about the big picture here. Now, on a last note here, guys. If you're a trader of the markets, if you're an active trader, right, you're getting in today and you're getting out a few days later or a week later, or getting at short term, but you're looking at the fundamentals of a company or the economy or where things are likely to be 12 months from now, and oh my goodness, we're going to go to war, and then you'll make a decision on that. That is so it's so disconnected there, right? If you're investing for the long term, you buy and hold. You don't really care what happens on the short term, but don't be a trader of these markets based off headlines, because that's just not, you're not going to do really well long term. And I want you guys to be around a long time from now. And I want to see you guys kicking some serious ass. Hey traders, I'm giving away 100% free access to my brand new breakthrough full trading course. This is 8 videos over 10 hours of pure amazing and powerful strategies. This is my most powerful systems and strategies that I've used for the last 16 years, and I'm giving it away for free. So this is what I want you to do right now. I want you to go to johnsfreegift.com, or there should be a link around here somewhere, a button or in the description or somewhere in there. Click on that and you can go get free access to my brand new breakthrough trading course. So go to johnsfreegift.com right now. Go to that right now, guys. You can get full, complete, free membership access. Go do that right now.